another video for Vigna Law School. We are going to talk with Miller Thomson, a Canadian law firm, and they are going to tell us a little bit of their business and how to do business in Canada. Barbara is talking first, so she's going to tell us something about their job there.
About Miller Thomson?
Yeah.
We are a national law firm. We're the 7th largest firm in Canada. We're full service, other than we don't do any criminal law. I'm a corporate specialist. My partner Eugene Derzak is my IP lawyer. We do a lot of foreign direct investment, and we've been to Brazil, I think, 10 times at this stage. So we're here to talk a little bit about doing business in Canada.
Yeah, I understand Jerry is a partner, and he's doing a job with Miller Thomson clients, especially the new ones that are going to Canada, and they have some things to know about immigration and everything. So
yes, thank you. Navigate STI works with foreign companies, and we help establish them in Canada, and we help them with understanding how to do business in Canada. We help them prepare their business plans for immigration, and we also can introduce them to clients and prospective customers and help them with their business development process. One of the things the key thing that they should be aware of when they enter into the Canadian market is to really pay attention to their value proposition, to define their value proposition, and then also to understand the market and how they can enter the market properly and offer a value product and a service to Canadian customers.
okay, I understand the customers when they understand the value of the market of they're going to do there, they need Eugene's advice too because of IP.
Yes, I'm a patent and trademark lawyer, and many times one of the more important things is I work very closely with Barbara in incorporating, and one of the things that we look at is to clear the name. And one way to protect the distinctive part of the name is to file a trademark application. And in Canada, we do a search to make sure that the brand is available, and if it's available, we can file an application in Canada either on actual usage, in other words, it's already being used in Canada, or proposed use. It takes approximately 1 year from the time that you file to the time that it's registered, but you're protected from the moment that you file it. Once it's registered, you can use that name, that brand exclusively all across Canada. So, and the other aspect that I work on is on patents. Patent laws in Canada are very similar to those in Brazil. You can file a patent application either directly in Canada and Brazil or through an international patent application. There are certain strategies that we like to use to keep the money in our clients' pockets the longest with the maximum protection. Both patent laws and protection in Canada and Brazil are 20 years, they're both the same. Canada is unique in that it gives you 1 year grace period within which to file a patent, and all that means is that even if you've disclosed it for less than a year, you can file a patent, whereas Brazil is most like every other country around the world, which needs absolute penalty. So I think I'm going to stop there and pass it over to the next person.
Yeah, so Barbara is going to tell us a little bit more about Miller Thomson and the firm and how they do with their clients and their new clients that they go to Canada to do business there.
Okay. We've got a very short time, so what I like to do is to kind of distill the doing business advice into 4 key points. One of them is branding, and you've heard about that from Eugene. The other 3 are firstly the entity that you want to use to set up the business. The second is the authority that you will need to set up the business and operate the business in Canada. And third, there are a number of special registrations that you will need to operate the business. So on the entity front, most people coming in from Brazil and other countries look to set up a subsidiary or a sister company of their existing Brazilian operation. And there's a little bit of a wrinkle in Canada because you must find a jurisdiction typically that does not require you to have 1/4 of your directors be resident Canadian. So some jurisdictions do. Canada does, federal corporate statute. Ontario, unfortunately, also has that requirement. But we have clients routinely coming in who want to do business in Ontario, and we say, okay, we'll use British Columbia. They have an office in British Columbia. They don't require us to have a resident Canadian director at all. And we clear the name in British Columbia. We then incorporate the company in British Columbia under that name. And on the next day or 2 days, we file a notice in Ontario to qualify the business in Ontario. So going forward from that point, you really don't worry about BC. All you do in BC is you file your annual report in BC, you do your corporate resolutions in BC, but in terms of operating your business, if you want to do it in Ontario, that's where you do carry on your business. Okay? So carrying on business, in order to operate that business, you need government authority to do so. As a foreign-controlled owned company, you need to file a notice with Investment Canada. And it is just that, it is a notice. It is not an application process. They're interested in who you are, who your directors are, who your shareholders are. They want to know names, addresses, birth dates, because they're going to use that information to run those people through all kinds of databases, the anti-terrorism, the anti-money laundering, CPEC, any criminal databases that are available. And that's because of the anti-money laundering, know your client rules that are in place now. So soon our clients will pass all of those with flying colors. Other bits of information in that notice are what business are you in, how much money do you think you'll invest in the company in the first couple of years. They're interested in looking at businesses that will be successful. So they want to know that you have the financial backing to be successful. They will want to know what your revenue estimates are in the first couple of years. They'd be interested in knowing how many employees, Canadian employees, you might be going to estimate you'll be able to hire in the first couple of years. Canada, the government loves job creators. And so more the better, but there's no minimum amount. But if you build that into your business plan, they like to see that. We help you pull that information together. We file that notice for you in 4 to 6 weeks, 8 weeks later, depending on how busy the government is. We get back a letter saying your notice has been accepted. Confirms that you don't need to apply, and you don't need to apply when you're doing this kind of a process. And welcome and good luck. And that's about it. So you don't have any, there's no one knocking on your door if you say, I think I'll make $1 million revenue after the second full year, and you only make 9 or 6.5. Nobody's going to come knocking on your door and say, okay, you're gone, you didn't meet your estimate. It's just a bona fide estimate of what you think you're going to do, and it fits in with the business plan that Jerry wants to process. So the third element, we talked about the entity, we talked about the authority, and then the third element is the special registration. And that's all the government accounts that we need to set up. So we need to set up an income tax account with the CRA. If you're operating in Ontario, you need an employer health tax account. And that's because in Canada we have medicine available, or medical care available to all, and partly that is funded by employers. So we have a social safety network that includes healthcare, it includes worker safety, so that if you're hurt on the job, there's a safety net there to help you go out during the recovery period, so that you don't go full income to zero income, at least you have some income that helps you see yourself through that period. That is partly funded by the government. So there are those kinds of accounts, and we have a value-added tax account. Those types of accounts, again, we can help you set them up. We have a young Brazilian lawyer on our staff now, Eliana Silva, who is coming to, or is working with us and has worked with us for the last couple of years. She helps on this and she helps with our Brazilian clients. She just found out today that she's been accepted into our student and articling program for qualification to the bar certificate.
Congratulations.
And that's it.
Okay, so I understand Miller Thomson and STI can help fully a new client from Brazil or from anywhere else to do business in Canada, in order to really structure a company there, do a business plan and everything. Thank you for the participation, everyone. So thank you for watching us in this video for our channel, and please subscribe to watch more videos in this channel. Thank you.